So the Sexual Offences Act, there's a proposal to pardon people from the Isle of Man's gay community that still have a conviction for being gay effectively at that time. And, you know, it's over 25 years since the laws were decriminalised. And has this kind of public discussion and this kind of recognition, if you like, been a long time coming for you?
Yeah, it has, because we sent a letter to the police, the chief constable of the police, asking for an apology for what the police did in those days, hunting gays for sport, because however how you look at it, it was sport. They were hunting the gays. They was getting stopped on the promenade. They were getting stopped walking through the streets. It was ridiculous behaviour. I mean, I had, you know, this consultation coming in to give the apology for the ones that were arrested. What people can't forget is, what about the ones that weren't arrested? They were arrested, not convicted, and then end up killing themselves. Where's their apology? Where's the apology for the gays that were harassed in their own homes? Specifically, I was harassed, police outside my house, stopping people from coming into my home. Where's my apology? You know, they owe everyone an apology. Not the chief of police must give an apology, and the chief minister. These are consecutive people in power. They need to give that apology.
What is the scale of those living with a criminal conviction on the Isle of Man?
But there's quite a few that I know of that have still got this conviction owed against them. I mean, if the police didn't do what they did in the 1990s, there wouldn't be this. This wouldn't be going on. You know, this should have been done a long time ago. This apology should have happened when the UK were doing it, and Scotland's done this. And the Isle of Man, it seems to be going a bit slower than normal. I'm pleased that it's a clear Besson that's brought this in. And, you know, let's hope the consultation goes well and they get the apology. But my argument still will be, what about the rest of them? You know, the ones that were arrested, didn't end up in a court. They end up killing themselves because the police threatened to tell their families, their work colleagues. You know, give them an apology as well.
Obviously, you mentioned there that you wrote to the police. Do you know of anyone else that sort of took the same route as you and has wrote and has sought an apology, whether it be from, you know, the police or perhaps people from government?
No, I mean, I sent the letter to the police. The chief constable said it's not up to him to issue an apology. I disagree, because the police are consecutive. So my view is that the chief constable at the present takes on whatever the previous chief constables, the responsibilities of those other chief constables. So in my view, they must apologise. They've got to apologise.
But then there would be one argument, wouldn't there, that they simply follow the law and it's the lawmaker's responsibility to apologise.
But see, the law of the day is you could be gay, you could have the sexual act. So my argument is, then when people walk down the promenade and they're getting harassed by the police, that if you walk along this promenade, we will arrest you. Well, what for? They were outside my home, stopping people from coming to see me. What were they doing? They were getting harassed by the police. I mean, the police can't harass people because they were gay. And, you know, they weren't breaking any sexual acts in private, you know. And if you were, why weren't we arrested if they knew this was going on?
What does it do to someone's mentality in the 21st century on the Isle of Man to still have a criminal conviction for being gay?
I do remember someone, you know, contacting us years ago that they wanted to go and live in another country, and they found out that because this conviction was over their head, they couldn't leave the Isle of Man and go to another country, because when they did a police check, it showed up. And that's ridiculous. And, you know, these convictions should be removed, because it's stopping people from living their lives. You know, and people that want to go and live in another country, obviously there's going to be a police check. You know, and if this conviction's there, you know, you're not going to get that option.
So, you know, as we alluded to earlier, it's over 25 years since you took to Tynwald Hill, but the legacy of the island's homosexual laws are still living with people.
Yeah, it's the older generation, my age group and a bit older. You know, some of these guys have got convictions. Some of them are still alive. They've got these convictions. These convictions need to be removed, and quickly removed. They should be automatically removed. They shouldn't be applied to be removed. They should be automatically removed, wiped clean.
When homosexuality was decriminalised in the 90s on the Isle of Man, was there a mention of a pardon?
No mentions of pardons. I mean, the police did their best to up to the last minute of gay law reform at the age of consent of 21, and then all this police activities disappeared. It stopped. You know, amazingly stopped. I mean, I remember some of the MHKs at the time, the vile, disgusting language of the MHKs at the time. I mean, one of the best responses from all MHKs was Alan Bell, the former Chief Minister, who was an MHK at the time, who, you know, responded quite well there.
In terms of having these convictions removed, you mentioned about people that have took their own lives as a result of this. Would this act, you know, this pardoning, this removal of the conviction, would this act as closure for those affected and for families as well?
I think all the families would love. I think they would like an apology for what happened, because these people, you know, they would be alive now if it wasn't through the police. What the police did, you know, you don't threaten people and force them to do, you know, kill themselves. You know, these people would be alive now if the police, you know, didn't do what they did. I mean, my view is the police did it for to me. It's sports. They did it because they could do it and they got away with it, and they do own an apology. And I mean, you know, if they want to move forward, give the apology. You know, the MHKs will do this consultation and probably approve the this. People get their pardon, but the victims that are not here, you know, who were arrested, questioned, threatened to say that we're going to inform your families, your work colleagues, they leave that building, they kill themselves. Where is their apology? Who's going to be fighting for them? You know, someone's got to apologise.